What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Suka the Flame Prince, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'll be reacting to the final episode of the show Odd Taxi. This is episode 13 of the show. We've just witnessed the heist that the entire show was building up to. Yeah, man. Let me see, because if this is the final episode, I'm trying to think what's some of the stuff that needs to be resolved. We need to figure out who killed Don-chan's daughter, is one. We need to tie up the loose end of if Shirakawa and Odokawa will or won't. We need to figure out what's going on with Odokawa's memory. I think having seen the Nikaido episode now, we're pretty much done with the mystery kiss thing. Aside from they need to capture the culprits, which might either be Nikaido or Yamamoto, unless they are actually genuinely innocent. Because why was Yamamoto already at the building? Open if he works there. Nah, he's still sus, right? And then also need to see the outcome of Shiragaki popping off during the losers brackets to see if they became closer because of that or if they just parted their ways. But yeah, that's pretty much where that is at. I'm about ready to jump into the last episode. I'm seeing that, first of all, this episode is 5 seconds longer from the looks of it than the regular episode. But also, I haven't pressed play, but it doesn't look like there's an opening credit. Yeah, I don't imagine there'll be an end credit too. This is like the wrapping up of that story. So without any further ado, I think I'm just gonna jump in. Episode 12, 13, where to? Yano and the polar bear are chasing Odokawa down. And Koriki has Odokawa's childhood diary. Boy. So he imagines everyone as animals. So this isn't actually anthropomorphic. It's just Odokawa's psyche. Holy shit. Holy shit. So I wonder what Odokawa actually looks like then. Wow. This is so interesting. Wow. I wish I were a walrus instead. So the whole time we've been in Odokawa's mind. Damn, bro. Is he black? He can't be black. So not only are they human. We're what? 2-3 minutes in. This already just took the entire show. I never saw this coming. Because it almost makes it seem like okay. So Homo sapiens still didn't qualify. I wonder what she looks like. So is his name even Koriki? And why didn't they say anything when you said she's the only alpaca? Is Shiraka? I have so many other questions now because now this is it's giving me plot holes. Just call it quits, bro. You guys are good for each other. Damn. I feel like she's just gonna jump into the water. Why do people always run away from their consequences? Like they'd rather die and stuff. So people, like if you're a cat, it doesn't mean you'll have a cat for a child. Because all of this is in Odokawa's head. So it's just attributes that he applies to. Ugh, so much stuff. that just raised like so many questions. But I think I'll just let the story tell itself how it's meant to be told. Oh, come on. Why does everyone look like they're about to kill themselves? I'm actually genuinely on the edge of my seat though. Visual agnosia. So when he remembers people, they have to make an impression of an animal he can assign to them. I think is how that works. Now's the perfect time to stop. Because you actually have backup now. Just stop. Oh, maybe he's gonna go through with it. This is gonna trigger whatever caused the trauma to begin with when his parents attempted double suicide. Yep. Maybe it's gonna trigger whatever trauma or brain function that was. And if he survives this, he's gonna come out and we're gonna see everyone as human. Like we might see. Holy shit. At this point, he's beyond help. At this point, Tanaka's beyond help. Everyone. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he dropped his phone again. No, he's just triggering. Everyone has a memory tied to that. This is actually a beautiful sequence. I care. Except for that, that's just. But it's like everyone's trauma. And this is 100,000 yen. Oh no, 100 million yen. Oh, there she is, human. So when he looked in the backseat and saw a monkey, it was just his dad. And the song that's playing is one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack. Mr. Yakuza. So he's basically like, this is insane. And he'd been coming to see him regularly. Well, not coming to see him, but they'd been running into each other all the time at the sauna. And maybe he remembers that now. Capoeira kick it. Hey, but you're in the water. But yeah, this is the best episode of the series. Like, the first 10 minutes were just... First shot we saw, and then he woke up like he was drowning. This is brilliant. 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 There's Korike for the first time. Okay, and he's white. There's Shirakawa-san. This is wow. Wow. Now this is actually an amazing this is actually an amazing story. Wow. They actually stuck the landing. I'm so impressed. Like I said at the start of the episode, like I haven't seen that many shows like come to a conclusive end. Again, this must be Donraku. Oh, it's a Dobu. At least he's alive though. So it's fair play in Odokawa's part. And now it'll be interesting seeing everyone in human form. Okay, so that's why he had an extra shot. He got shot and thought it was a shot from his gun. Who's this with the broken leg? She broke her leg swimming, or what happened? Oh, she actually looks like a poodle. She kind of looks like 28, 26. Okay. Yamamoto actually looks cool. Cooler. I was saying the poodle Nikaido looks like the psychic tornado, I think is the name, from One Punch Man. I wonder what Taichi actually looks like. Oh, we'll probably see either on his YouTube channel or things he uploads on his Twitter. Hey, shout out to Imai. He actually looks pretty cool. But this is also an interesting art style for anime. They look very cartoonish. At least pay for his medicine, pay for the hospital bill. Pay for her debt to Dobu. Pay off Kakiyana's debt. The Yakuza guy. Oh, that was another plot point I'd actually forgotten about now. It's also a lot less weird than I thought it would be. And there's Taiko. Reserved for the day. Oh, hey, she's actually cute. That's also pretty interesting to have a Yakuza member or boss have like a non-profit organization. It's pretty noble. Okay. It's pretty honorable. Oh, so if you said it, Odokawa wouldn't have taken any of his threats seriously. This is actually a very satisfying ending, and I don't think I saw it coming one bit. But what is in his house? I'm actually curious. Now it looks like there's 3 minutes left. Does he have a dog that he was keeping in there? Oh, okay, a cat. Which he assumed. Okay. Crazy. This is either Shio or Mitsuya. And why does she have his red pen? I mean, well, actually, Yamamoto had the red pen as well. Okay, it's Mitsuya. I can tell by the eyes and the hair color. Oh shit. That's crazy. Tanaka went back to work. Taichi is back at school. But she's the murderer. Oh, that's Tanaka. Oh, Kakihana, I mean. Standing ovation. Oh, he's gonna remember that he drove her. Man, what an episode. What a finale. What a finale. There was so much stuff I'd obviously thought of, like theories that I'd put out after the first or second episode, I think is where I put out most of my theories. A lot of that stuff was actually correct. But beyond that, there was so much more that I wasn't even expecting that this finale actually gave me. Interesting, I don't know how I feel about the fact that a killer just gets to walk away and roam freely. It's cool that we have the answer to that, but it's still kind of fucked up if you think about it. It was a pretty interesting ride to go along with this, because it's like I wasn't sure, like whenever we saw stuff from the opening and stuff, we saw there was something wrong with Odokawa's mental health, right? But for the scenes that he wasn't involved, the stuff that he couldn't have hardly seen, I didn't know how much of this was him being an unreliable author, and that we're still seeing, even if he's not there, we're still seeing the world through his lens as well. So that was a nice technique to I don't know, put me off the mark. I'm trying to think back to the earlier episodes, and I don't think there was any signs of that I could have been able to figure out that this was all in his head. But yeah, man, it was a one hell of a ride. I know it took me, what, I started the show like 3 months ago. I took like a 4 months ago, I think, at this point, and took like a 2 month break. Then I came back and I watched, I think, 3 episodes in one sitting. Then I watched these 6 episodes in a singular sitting as well. So I think I have a lot more to digest of the show. It was a brilliant story. I certainly enjoyed. I think around episode maybe, I think 10 or 11. No, maybe 9 or 10. I think episode 10 and episode 8 may have been like, I think I wasn't feeling them that much, but then there was sandwich in between some really great episodes going through. So that was overall, I think it was a great show. But now that I've officially watched the show from start to finish, to Gaunt, since I watched this based off his recommendation of I missed the best 2021's best anime was actually the video. I still remember it vividly, right? Having now watched the show, I can confidently say no. Attack on Titan part wait, no, part two was this year actually. Part one was last year and might be part one was 16 episodes. We had Declaration of War. Nah. This show, okay, as great as as this show was, and I love the fact that it was self-contained. There was certainly highs on Attack on Titan that just the show didn't reach. And granted, that's because it's a much more down to earth story. There's a lot less. It's a lot less spectacular. Yeah, I think is the best way to put it, because of the scale of the show and all the stuff. Like, that's pretty much how I can do it. But it was an excellent story. It was an excellent story. I do think it was a better story than Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't even know if those were in the same year or whatever. Great show. Yeah, man. If you've watched this show as well, or if you've been watching along with me and maybe watching it yourself in your own time, comment down what you thought about the show and what you thought about the plot twist reveal, like at the start of the episode. Because I think 3 minutes in, I already knew from then that we were in for a special episode, and it definitely lived up to that. So I'm personally happy as a viewer. I'm also happy to wrap up the show as well. But that's been your boy Zuka the Flame Prince. If you enjoyed my reactions to Odd Taxi, I'll be starting a new anime series. I have two that I have in my mind. I think I've actually settled on which one I'm going to do, but I don't want to spoil it here. So yeah, I mean, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You'll see other rap content coming out and all that stuff. But yeah, with that out the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.